A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir raheem. That when children are born and young, they just came from paradise. They're loaded with angelic lights and angelic power. Devils harm children because of that angelic light and because of that angelic reality and because the purity of that light and the purity of its energy. If they're diamonds and rubies, and by the time they grow they become charcoal because dunya takes an effect. They're born, their feet are like paradise, they have their own fragrance. You kiss the sole of the child's foot, you're kissing paradise. He just walked there, he was walking around in that reality, that child. As soon as they become older their feet smell horrible. Why? Now because bad character is coming in, the dunya is now affecting. So it means that these children, an understanding of energy is when they're smooth, they're pure. And just basic science in school teaches you positive and negative. So we don't have to give complex Islamic words, it's positive and negative energy. Every time in our life think that who's the positive, more positive, and who's the negative, and where will the negative energy go in your science class? Negative always attaches itself to a positive charge, and anything with a positive charge it collects negative charges because another positive charge it repels it. Positive and positive they don't come, positive and positive they don't come, right? So two shaykhs they don't sit in the same area, they repel each other. But the shaykh sits with the students because they're filled with negativity and keep pulling, they're pulling their negativity, throwing their negativity, virtual, physical, whatever, into that reality of awliyaullah, not me. They have immense power. So it means this energy of positivity it attracts negativity. So when children are born and children are young and every guest comes over to kiss that child, they're going to make them to be sick. Every time they touch the child is taking on a negative energy from people. That's why when they're first born 40 days nobody sees the child, he's in isolation. He just came from Divinely Presence and the khalwa of the womb, and then 40 days he'll do a khalwa upon the earth to readjust and align himself, at least give him a time or her time safe from people. They don't come, they don't kiss, never kiss on the lips the child, never kiss around the face. All these energies are going to go upon that child. When we understood that from just energy, so then they absorb energies. So a reminder that when we come to zikr and when Allah destines us to be in the association, whether in person or through live, the baya is pulling all negativity. As a result of pulling the negativity, then whatever collective negativity is in the home and on that family, whomever is watching and participating in the tariqah, they're pulling that negativity and bringing it to how the shaykhs want to dispose of that negativity. Just pure positive charge pulls negative charge. So when you join the tariqahs, when you join the associations, when you're following the shaykh, real shaykh, all these burdens are being pulled from you, and you find your children to become healthier because they're not now carrying the burdens in your home. Because in the home they're the most positive charge, they're pure, they're mazloom, they've done nothing wrong. If you're not in the association, many times they're carrying the burdens, and that's why people have many children who are sick, because they go out and do whatever they want and their sickness comes into the home and their halaqah is just what they have of their home, and their burdens are being thrown onto the children. As they grow older, then each one is throwing the burden upon themselves. So we begin to train in understanding positive and negative charge. So when I'm with the shaykh and with the tariqah, they're pulling my waste and garbage. So they're garbage collectors, they're pulling it, disposing of it through how they've been trained and taking that burden. So when Allah's warning, don't break it to the detriment of your own soul, because now you're going to carry your burden. Break it, say, I'm not going to attend, I'm not going to sit with them, I'm not going to watch, no problem. But be careful that now you're bringing that energy and it's just staying in your home, just staying and rotating around the home. And as a result it begin to go to whom is the most innocent within that home, and that becomes the children. They begin to get sick, they begin to carry these burdens that were being thrown out before are now just washing around that household. And that's why you see the people who broke away from tariqah have many difficulties, so that they learn that don't break the lifeline. When they get older, that's something different, then testing becomes and everyone has their own grave. Each child has his own grave when he's 17, 18 years old. You can't force anybody to live a life that you wanted to live, that's something different. They choose whatever Allah has written for their destiny. But we're talking about the children whom we are in custody of as minors. That negativity begins to dress upon them when we make these choices. So at just one level Allah is describing that how much difficulty been taken from people, how many lights are dressing upon people. When you cut that charge and cut that connection, now that negativity swirls around in your own environment, and the first to be affected by that difficulty are the children.